You guys have been begging me to make a book TikTok, so here we fucking are. I feel like the books we read can tell a lot about us as a person. So let me share with you some of my all-time favorite series, and that way we could get to know each other. Starting off with my pride and joy, ACOTAR. I think about these babies on a daily. Knock 'em Out series, I literally will never accept any criticism on these. 5 out of 5, every single one. Chestnut Springs by Elise Silver. We're missing one of them. That's the brand new one because I am currently reading it and I'm enjoying every single second of it. We have a Windy City series. You can tell by the tabs on these. I thoroughly enjoyed every single one of them. And also these covers, 10 out of 10. I just finished this one. It honestly deserves its own fucking video because it was that good. Haunting Adeline, classic. And finally, Dreamland Billionaires. I honestly am so sad that it's over. There might be a lot more, but these are the ones that I'm gonna remember forever. If you didn't get it from all the series I just showed you, this is a romance only page. If it doesn't have smut, I don't want it. And follow my Goodreads in my bio so we can be friends. We have a problem. This is my Throne of Glass series, and I need someone to convince me to continue reading this. Because ACOTAR is my favorite book ever, and a lot of people say that Throne of Glass series are like even better than ACOTAR, but I don't fucking see it. And before you even come at me, I gave it a really fair try. I read the first 4 books, and I read The Assassin's Blade like as a 3rd or 4th book. And another thing that scares me is that the last 2 books, Kingdom of Asha, Tower of Dawn, people read it as a tandem read, and that's just terrifying. These are 2 thick books. Like, who has time for that? So the next book in the series that I should be reading is Queen of Shadows, but I stopped right before it. Also, a lot of people were saying that there was like romance here. Fucking 4 books in, not even a damn kiss, I don't think. So what do I do? Do I just like leave it unfinished? This fucking man right here spent all of his savings to buy the biggest ring he could find for his fake fiance. Fake fiance. Ladies, we need to fucking raise our standards out here. You know the book is gonna be fucking good when he says, once you've been sent on your way with a shiny new reputation, it'll just be me and my tea. I'll never fall in love. Won't let myself. And that's on page 93, so you know that for the next 400 pages, I'll just be patiently waiting. Let's talk about some of the most popular TikTok books that I either DNF'd or did not particularly like. Y'all are in for a fucking treat because these are about to be so controversial. We're gonna start off strong with Credence. I DNF'd this 3/4 in. I just could not, like, as a thinking human being, I could not understand how a lot of people don't see a lot of psychological problems that are described in this book. That's just a no for me. The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I simply just got bored, honestly, like halfway through this book. Just wasn't my cup of tea. Say You Swear is a book that I didn't necessarily not like, but it's so hyped up for no reason. Like, there were so many fucking characters in this book, and it did not need to be this thick. I'm sorry, somebody has to say it, the Ravenhood series. Now this is, I just wish I never read these series. They were so painful to read, I wish I never even like picked it up, to be honest. But if you're literally trying to sob, give these a try. All He'll Ever Be. I saw this book on my TikTok so much and TikTok influenced me. What the fuck is this? Why? And you see, I DNF'd it literally 90% in. That's how fucking done I was with this book. Don't even get me started. It's a dark mafia romance, and there was a lot of filler chapters in this shit. A Million Kisses in a Lifetime. It's cute, but do I think about it on a daily? Absolutely not. Like, it was an okay romance that could have been, honestly, 300 pages long, but for some reason, it's this thick. Like, I understand that he bought her every single Chanel lipstick there, but like, that was the cutest part of this book, but that's about it. I saved best for last. This was a pretty good read until I got into like the last 2 books, and then it just became super frustrating because they kept having like the same issues in their relationships, and I was just like, get your shit together. I think there's more books coming, so maybe the author will give me the ending that I deserve and I won't be so pissed off about these. You guys want to know how I tab my books and what different colors represent? Well, I'm about to fucking disappoint you. There's absolutely 0 color system, except the colors of the tabs must match the covers of the book. There's nothing at the front that tells you what each color means, like if it's love or sad or whatever the fuck. And the reason for that is because, first of all, it's very tedious and I feel like I would fuck it up and then it would piss me off. But also sometimes in a books, like I can't figure out what I'm feeling. Like I don't know if I'm feeling sad, happy, or it's just simply fucked up. Especially in dark romance books, like I would just feel a little bit triggered if I were to identify what I was feeling. But anyway, usually I just tab anything that brings me any sort of feeling, like it made me laugh, or it was just like cute, or a quote. The smut scenes, you gotta tap those. But I do believe that if someone were to reread my tabbed books, they would have a lot of fucking fun. You know what finally got delivered to my doorstep? A book that I have been waiting for months on end. It's a book that just came out today and is part of a series, but I think this is gonna be my favorite one in the whole series so far. And let me tell you something, I will not eat or sleep until I finish reading about Dominique and Alexandra. This book right here is gonna be unlike anything I've ever read before. He had her, he lost her, and he'll do anything to win her back. They're already married, he clearly fucked up, and he's about to start begging to save his marriage. And he's hot and a billionaire, and he's about to be groveling to get his wife back. I don't know what the fuck else you could ask for. This book right here might be the first book I have ever read with such a wholesome male character. Russ Callaghan is everything you ever want from a man. He's not rich, relax. This guy is shy in the most beautiful way. It's also based on a summer camp where they're like counselors and they're not allowed to like see each other or like sleep with each other because it's like against the rules. And on top of that, Aurora likes to break all the rules pretty much, but he is a good guy. Reading this just makes my heart whole. Let's talk about books that I will never, under any circumstances, will ever accept any criticism on. I don't even care if some of these books have the biggest red flags ever. They're just not allowed to be criticized in my eyes. First, literally all of the Twisted series. This was such a fun fucking read, and if you have something bad to say about these, you just don't know how to have fun. Next, we have Archer's Voice. I think about this book probably every single week. It happened one summer, and hook, line, and sinker. Once again, small town romance. I mean, chef's kiss. If you took bad about any of the books in the series, we just simply cannot be friends. In my opinion, this right here was the best small town world somebody could have ever created for me. You know how Gilmore Girls is our comfort show? This is my definition of that. I am usually not a fan of Friends to Lovers, but this, I'm in love with this. The Ritual is just one giant red flag, but I don't give a fuck. I ate this shit up along with the rest of the series. I just finished Wildfire by Hannah Grace last night, and let me tell you my thoughts. This book had the most perfect happy ending, and it all came full circle. This right here is a solid 4-star read. It's not 5 stars because I will not be thinking about this book until the day I die, and that's just what a 5-star book is. But 4 stars is an amazing read. And one thing that I appreciate fucking greatly about this book is that the epilogue was 9 years later. I literally hate when books have an epilogue of like a month later, 2 months later, even a year later. Like, no, fuck off. I want to know how they live their life until they're 60. I want to know who their kids are going to fall in love with. And a 9-year epilogue is exactly what I needed from this book.
It all started when my mom met my dad, and they fell in love, and they had me. Hi, I'm Ryan. In my life, it's kind of crazy.
Good fucking morning. What the fuck is in this book? This book is the reason why I haven't got any sleep. I started this book last night. Look how many tabs I have. Look how much of the book I have left. I have less than 100 pages left. I fucking devoured it and left no crumbs behind. I fucking love Dominique. This is by far the best book in the series. Let me put it like this for you. Do you know when you read a book and at about from like 80 to 90% they break up and you feel this like you know they're gonna get back together, but you just like there's something in your gut that you're like, wow, like that fucking hurts reading. Imagine that from the beginning of the book up until I don't even know when because they're still not good. I'm usually not a crier with the books. Now, I did not cry over this book, but I definitely got a lump in my throat more than once. Just look at this page alone right here. I rarely ever have more than one tab on a page unless it's absolutely needed. I have fucking 3 here. I also don't understand how Allie is so strong because if my significant other told me what this man told her, I would have been back with him on page 2. And I think that might be a problem within me. But I'll leave you with this. I broke her heart once and I'll let her break my heart 1,000 times in return if it meant one day she found her way back to me. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I might just tear up again reading this. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's discuss. Also, let's ignore the elephant in the room. The hair is different. I finished King of Greed by Anna Wang last night. Now, if you saw my previous video, you know this was on its road to be my 5-star book. And the first 5-star book in this series. However, what the fuck happened at the end? There was so much fucking potential for him to grovel his way back into her life, and he just asked her for a fucking date. That's not even the worst of it. Why the fuck was I reading about investing and banking and like it was so much detail about his investment company and about like what banks he was buying? I don't even know what the fuck it was talking about because I have no idea anything about investments. It wasn't interesting to me. I didn't understand it. Nobody literally needed that information. And the tabs at the end of this book prove exactly how I feel about it. The ending, super fucking rushed. The way he asked her to marry her, he was giving her the golden roses, right? So why the fuck did I not see like 1,000 golden roses all over the garden? And why wasn't there a new ring that symbolizes like the new promises that he's making her? He's a billionaire. Let's be for fucking real. He could afford it. But besides the end, this was still a beautiful book. It's still a 4-star though. Like I can't go to the 5-star. Like I can't. Is it just a me thing or do you guys also have books that you're scared to read? Because I have quite a lot of books on my shelves that I am scared to start for emotional reasons. Starting off strong with Some Kind of Perfect. This is the epilogue for Addicted and Calloway series, and I cannot bring myself to read this book and finish the series. Because if I don't read this, they're not finished and they live forever. Not only can I not bring myself to read the fucking last book, I also can't bring myself to finish Reich and Daisy's story. Because I just love them so much, and I quite frankly don't want to read this book, so then I don't have to read this one ever. I don't know what to do about that. If He Had Been With Me. Something about the name and a couple of reviews that I've seen is telling me that this book will destroy me. Now, I don't know this for sure, and please don't tell me, but if I think there is a death involving a main character or something, and just a possibility of that is already a no for me. I'm not emotionally stable for this. And the same thing with The Things We'll Leave Unfinished. It literally says on top, a stunning emotional romance. I don't think I'm emotionally prepared.
Currently, there are only 18 weeks left of the year, so these are 18 books I want to read before 2023 ends. If you've read any of them, if you like them, if you hate them, let me know.
What? So who does she think she is? Be when they discover you've died.
Every single one in their moment told me that I need to read Binding 13. Now, I have heard so much fucking good things about the Boys of Tommen series, and they are thick. I do not understand why they're so thick, because it's like college romance, so why does it need to be 600 pages? And also the writing is like so tiny, so I feel like it's like even more than 600 pages. But a lot of people say that it is literally worth it, that 600 pages is worth it, and it's like the best book that they've ever read. Like, I hear about this series almost as much as I hear about ACOTAR, and I have no idea what's going on, so we're gonna find out together. The tabs are ready, and I'm honestly a little bit scared. Like, is it sad? Like, what do we expect? No spoilers, though. Don't you fucking dare to spoil it for me. So we're starting with book number 1, Binding 13, with Johnny and Shannon. I'm excited. I am so happy you asked. First of all, let's make one thing clear. Addicted and Calloway series have a special place in my heart. But with that being said, let's rank the couples. Also, I have not read the last 2, which is Long Way Down and Some Kind of Perfect. I just can't bring myself to finish this series. Like, I'm not ready to leave this world yet. But as you can see, the rest have been read. I don't know what TikTok thinks about it. This might be controversial. My favorite couple is Reich and Daisy, though. Even though I have not finished their story yet, they're my favorite couple. I don't care. I love them. Now, it almost doesn't feel fair to put Rose and Connor in the second place because they are almost like on the same level as Reich and Daisy, but it's just like, I just like Reich and Daisy a little bit more than Rose and Connor. But legitimately, when I read Kiss the Sky and some of the scenes in there with Rose and Connor were so fucking spicy, so fucking unexpected, and so fucking good. They will stay in my mind forever. Connor Cobbled literally lives in my mind rent-free. And that brings us to the couple number 3. I'm so sorry, but Lily and Lauren, Lilo, they are my least favorite couple, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean that I don't like them. I still love them, but I just think the other couples are better. They do have like the most growth, I feel like, out of all the couples, but I don't know, like the other couples were just so much fucking fun to read about. These were a little bit deep.
Miss for $1, who seems like a terrible person?
Oh my god, I can't say the first person that came to mind.
No, say it.
I guess no, I can't say
Say it!
No, I'd be honest.
Say it! The answer is Leah Remini!
Oh, Johnny. What are you doing to me? We are currently reading Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. And by currently reading, I meant I pretty much devoured most of this book in one sitting. I don't even know where to start with this book because I feel betrayed by myself and everybody else that this book did not make it on my radar a long fucking time ago. Johnny is hands down the best book boyfriend to ever exist. Fight me. And the fact that this is touch her and I'll kill you vibes makes it 1,000 times better. He is literally the most confident dude like ever, but when it comes to her, he does not fucking know how to act. He has no idea what to do with himself. He literally said, "Give me a name, I'll take care of it." That's all you need to know. But then later in the book, he said, "You're getting soaked out here." And then Shannon said, "But you won't have a jacket." And then he said, "But you will." Are you kidding me? I am on page 485 and I have never in my life rooted for a couple more than I'm rooting for them right now. They haven't even really kissed and I have gotten to the point where he honestly just talks to her and I already get butterflies in my stomach. I am so fucking invested that I quite frankly don't even know how to exist. This fucking series is gonna be the death of me. I am looking at the rest of the books because I already know I will not sleep and eat until the full series is done. I just finished Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. The roller coaster of emotions I was sent in the last 30 pages. Abso-fucking-lutely illegal. I don't fully even know how to process this. I was laughing so much at the end of this book until I fucking wasn't. When I'm telling you the last fucking chapter killed me, I mean it. I mean, look at me. I don't even know how to... I don't even know how to make words right now, quite frankly. And when people like I did at the beginning asked why this book was 600 pages, they should be asking why this book is not 1,000 pages instead. 600 pages is not enough. I cannot be happier that there is 600 more. And I don't think I will be sleeping for a foreseeable future. Thank you. Because this not only mentally hurt me right now, but also a little bit physically. I'm seeing a pattern happening here, and I just need to give you a little PSA announcement. There's absolutely nothing Rebecca can write in this damn book that will make me like Dane again. Abso-fucking-lutely nothing. Mark my words.